Hey, Danielle.
Hey, John David.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yes.
Can you believe it's time for another episode?
I'm so excited, especially for our guest today.
Yes. All right, let's get going. Hey,
All
I'm
right.
John David Lenard.
And I'm Danielle Lenard. Welcome to Lenard Team Connections.
We are so excited for today's show. We are welcoming back our first guest, Christine Fitzgerald. It's hard to believe that we first spoke to her almost 8 weeks ago. We figured it's time for an update.
I know, I was thinking about how long it was, and I really couldn't believe it.
I know.
But anyway, first, some good news. Lowe's partnered up with local nurseries to deliver over 1 million worth of flower baskets to moms in senior homes. This initiative brightened the days of moms and supported its local network of growers and nurseries.
Great. In other news, more than 4,000 hospital staff, including doctors, physician assistants, nurses, and facilities and food service teams at New York City Health and hospitals in Elmhurst, were surprised with a complimentary vacation. This includes free round-trip flights on American Airlines and stays at a Hyatt hotel.
That is super awesome.
Yeah.
And well-deserved.
Very
well
well
needed.
deserved. Very, very well deserved. I mean, it's the least we can do for them, and it's so great to see these corporations stepping up to show their thanks as well.
Absolutely. You know, we've heard a lot about food and PPE getting donated to essential workers, but how about wine? Steve and Laura Gallagher of Whisper Vineyards sent 6,000 bottles of wine to medical professionals on the front lines. Definitely some
Yep, definitely some well-deserved drinks. And you know what? They've been around in our community for a while now, and they've been doing quite a bit. I think Chris, when she gets on, might be able to say more about them. But you know, they've been active throughout this whole thing, and I'm pretty grateful to have them here in our community.
Me too. And didn't we once bring up the whole Whisper Bowl and how that whole thing came up? So it all comes back around. That brings us to Christine Fitzgerald. It seems like we mention the Smithtown Children's Foundation every episode. So we decided to invite her back to give us an update on everything that the Smithtown Children's Foundation is doing.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Chris. Thanks for coming back.
My pleasure.
You and I we've been seeing each other a lot lately.
Yeah.
Sort of distanced, but around each other a lot lately. Do you want to give us an update on the last delivery that you made on our behalf?
Yeah, so it was really exciting. I guess everybody has seen that John and I partnered to get do a fundraiser to get N95 masks, and within a week we had $7,000 donated. Placed that first order, and we got 4,000 masks delivered. So that was just amazing. Then we had to think about where do we want to send these, and we decided the nursing homes really needed to see some love. So we donated to Brookside, St. John's Land, St. James. Some went to a testing lab.
Mm-hmm.
Then we said, you know, it's not, in addition to the labs, the hospitals, the nursing homes, what about our Long Island State Veterans Home? And we sent some that way. And the last delivery yesterday, John was not able to come with me, so my husband came, and we went to the VA hospital in Northport, and they were so appreciative. It was really, took me back to when my dad would go there for various reasons. So yeah, 4,000 masks done. Check that box. And we were giving them care baskets too of snacks and stuff for the staff. So they really appreciated that. And that stuff was really just donated by local people in the community who said, "You're doing so much. What can I do?" I said, "Bring me snacks. We'll make baskets." So Mally and Gina Barone. Thank you for bringing me snacks.
I love that. So you brought things that are really needed, the PPE masks, and then something extra to put an extra smile on their
things
face
that are wanted.
Enjoy.
Well, you know, we were hearing that like these healthcare professionals would get all dressed up in their PPE equipment, and then they don't want to take it off because it's such a hassle to get back on. So we thought, little individual snacks that they can pick up and throw in the pocket of their scrubs and just open a protein bar or whatever. Easter time we threw some Peeps in there.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Well, I love the VA hospital aspect because you said your father went there. Our father still goes there, so it's
you have those
nice.
connections. Yeah. Then we just finished. I can check the box that I did my homework for the Smithtown Central School District. Our scholarships for 2020 are funded. The winners have been chosen. They don't know who they are yet. They won't know that till June. And all of the foundation scholarships, they asked for 2-minute videos. They'll be doing a virtual scholarship night.
Oh,
So
wow.
I went to after the VA hospital yesterday, I went to Maureen's Kitchen and videotaped my presentation for the Maureen's Kitchen scholarship. But we have 9 scholarships for various, in memory of people in the community. Maureen's is the only honorary one, but they're all important. They're all great. And the students' applications were great, considering that many of them wrote them from home, from quarantine. They were well thought out, accomplished students. I couldn't be prouder of our school district, really.
So in addition to this little side project that you and I had going on to raise money for the masks, you've got a lot going on right now. Okay. How do you do it? Like I want to get into like everything that you're working on right now, you and the foundation, because I know it's not you, and like credit due to everybody that comes together for the children. Yes, there are people out there behind you, but I mean, you work tirelessly. How do you do it? Like, how do you keep going?
So I think we had this conversation. I spent 15 years on Wall Street, and I worked on a trading floor, and it was kind of my job to organize the analysts, the traders, the salesmen, the investment bankers, and kind of tie together a meeting every morning that everybody heard around the globe. And it's just, I liken it to Lucy and Charlie Brown. The physician is in. So I kind of, and I'm very organized and maybe a little OCD, a very OCD actually. So that works for what we're doing. So, we've been providing meals, and we've been providing them in a number of ways. We've been providing meals because local restaurants are donating them. We're providing meals because a community member says, I want to make a donation to buy meals for somebody. We've had businesses saying, I want to pay this restaurant X amount of dollars. Can you tell them what families to feed? So we've had great support that way. But to the restaurants, I mean, they've been amazing. I have to shout out Legends. I have to shout out Solomio, Mimas, Marines, Villa Sorrento, even Husk and Vine. And then even the little tiny mom and pop, my delis, Jecko's Deli, Nino's Deli, Lake Avenue Deli, a young millennial who owns Sobel in Hop Hog and Ronkonkoma. And they fed not only families, but we've been feeding healthcare professionals and frontline. One day we brought some meals over to the precinct for the night shift. People forget a lot of times about the night shift, and we sent meals to some of the staffs at the nursing homes. So that was all a coordinated effort, and it allows us to not, in some cases, dip into our coffers so that we have that for other things. Right. So it's been amazing in that regard. But so
that's the thing. It's been a two-pronged approach. You have this new need created by, this pandemic or what have you. And then you also have, your established fundraising events that you still need to get funded in order to make good on those promises, on those goals that you have. So can you tell us a little bit about what's coming, and if people feel that they are in a position to help, can you tell us like what you've been working on, what fundraisers are coming up, and how people can get involved, even virtually?
Yeah, so we just finished a Mom's Day fundraiser with a florist. People are picking up flowers from Barella's tomorrow. That was another fundraiser, and it wasn't that long. And some people are like, oh, we missed out. I said, all right, maybe we'll do another one. We set it up online. They pick and pay online, and then we set up a date and time for them to pick it up. So stay tuned if you missed out on that and you still want flowers. Okay. We've had an online auction, which has been great. A lot of people bought Mother's Day gifts from it. Now you got Father's Day coming, and a lot of it is a lot of people bought baskets and such, but we have a lot of memorabilia things. So, and we can add stuff. Tina Femia, who does Pampered Chef, gave me some product that I can now upload and add to the auction. So that auction ends May 21st, but we could do another one. We could start one right up after it. This Saturday night, we have something fun. We have a scavenger hunt. Family scavenger hunt. I think Christina Alcure is going to do a little video on how it works. It's 2.5 hours long, but if you're done in an hour, you're done. And right before the thing starts, you'll get a list of tasks, and it can be as silly as recreate a family Christmas photo and retake that photo now and, you know, upload that. So it's a private group. You have to join it. There's a fee to be on it, but it's just a fun family activity, looking for something other than games maybe to play. The other thing that we really wanted to do something about was to give our class of 2020 kids something to show them we love them and we support them and we understand what they're going through. So we have a Facebook group called Celebrate Our High School Seniors, and people can go on there and buy a booster and basically a message that they want to either send to a particular senior, the group, it could be a teacher, a family, it doesn't matter. The funds we raise from that will go towards providing some sort of gift card for every high school senior in Smithtown. I'm waiting to see if we can do it in Hop Hog as well, but I've got enough on my plate, so we'll see. But
well, you've got some great people now in Hop Hog too.
Yes, absolutely.
Jennifer O'Brien, for example, and others too.
Yeah.
So you have so much going on. Again, I don't know how you keep up with it. I think what we'll do is later, if people come back, you've probably said something that has, you know, struck a chord with people watching. So we'll have the links, and so people can go back if you're interested in the scavenger hunt, the online silent auction. You know, we'll have links to all those so that they can find you and find the organization and participate. So,
and the other thing we did for the seniors is Christina created an e-commerce a website. So we have Smithtown Strong, we have Class of 2020 Quarantine. So people are buying shirts for their kids, and not even just for the seniors. The one that says Smithtown Strong, anybody can wear.
Yeah, I saw that one. I want the sweatshirt. I'm getting the sweatshirt.
And then we got requests from the elementary and the middle school for like 5th graders and 8th graders who were moving up, saying, we want shirts. Can you do one that says a comsit? Can you say? So Christina last night made 8 more shirts so they can go on. It says Class of 2020, a comsit. So that's kind of cool. And I mean, we had to cancel Mike's hike, which stinks. This has been the 10th annual Mike's hike. But what's really awesome is that Ralph's usually does a give back there. They're going to do something the week of Mike's hike. The timing company said, we'll, you know.
I've got a question. I mean, just riffing here, but I see online there's people doing virtual marathons because there's no marathons going right now. Yeah. But people do virtual Mike hikes somehow.
Well, funny that you should say that. And this is why I love doing what we do. I had 3 sisters who were high school West, 2 were in college, the one's in 11th grade. They said, we heard about this family in St. James where the little boy is sick and the parents were all stuck in the house. They were all tested positive for COVID. And this boy was supposed to start chemo. They said, we want to do something. I said, what are you thinking? They said, can you help us do a virtual 5K? So probably by Monday, you will see a Move for Mateo virtual 5K that'll take place in June. But the really cool part, I'm thrilled that these girls want to do this. And the kids know the technology better than us, right?
Yes.
But what I really love about it is that we had for Mike's hike, we had made these tie-dye performance shirts that we were going to use. Sorry, my light keeps falling. And what ended up happening was we had to cancel Mike's hike. I have 500, 300 of these tie-dye shirts. We said, how about the Move for Mateo is on a tie-dye shirt? So we have t-shirts if people want to support Mateo, you know, that way. Yeah. So I think Mike of Mike's hike would like that. What we're doing didn't go to waste. He was all about, you know, ecology, and he was very green. And so this would be right up his alley. I mean, the other thing is we've got a restaurant bingo we're going to do next week.
Right. Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. Can you tell me a little bit? What?
This is so cool. So somebody we know who's been a part of the foundation before, Ashley Campbell. She has a business, Sip the Day Away. She's a traveling vineyard is her tagline. She had the idea, and I said, I love this. She said, let me run it. So she's going to set it up. We're asking our local restaurants, give us a gift card that we can use as a prize. We'll put you on this bingo card. And then when people go to X number of restaurants, let's say across, whatever, when you win a bingo, they'll win a gift card, and they have to put up where they went and kind of give a little review. So
Nice.
It helps the business. It helps the foundation. It's kind of a win-win for everybody. So I'm excited about that. That'll be probably next week, where we need 25 restaurants. We have about 19 confirmed in a day. In one day.
Wow.
Yep.
So much to go through. Oh, hey, Danielle.
Hey, you're back. Hi.
I could hear you. You couldn't see me.
We'll have to recap.
Some technical difficulties today.
I heard everything. It was awesome.
I'm doing it in the dark. Danielle keeps popping off.
Yeah, that's the technology. I mean, we're working with what we got here, but that doesn't take away from all the awesomeness that you're sharing. This was great to hear. And it made me think from earlier when we started talking. Is there anybody else you want to give shout outs to at the foundation? Anybody else is working tirelessly?
I got to tell you, they're not on my advisory board or anything, but we connected through. There are people I've known in the community who are doing their own thing, but because of this, we kind of connected. So I touch base with Andrea Elsky every couple of days saying, hey, does any family need groceries? Hey, I'm getting food on Thursday. You want 3 families for that? And Pat Bosch from St. James, she connected me with Ryan Medvig, who is this young man doing the fresh fish.
Yeah, we get fish from him now.
He's becoming famous fast.
Shout out to him. He's taking donations, and when he gets donations, he gives them to Pat, and Pat says, okay, they want to feed healthcare workers this week. They want to feed, families in crisis this week. So it's all just coordinating. So I take it back. That goes all back to my OCD and my orderly nature.
It works.
Al Caliano, he does Regency Transport. He called me up and said, I want to buy dinner for 20 families over 2 days. He paid Lorenzo's Pizza. I got the families. So, it didn't cost the foundation money, but we're building goodwill, and, we're helping Al, do something in the community, and we're helping Lorenzo sell pizza. So, I mean, all that stuff is just great. We even had somebody I just saw this morning, they're doing a birthday fundraiser for us. So, my neighbor just became a One Hope wine rep. So she's doing a fundraiser, and apparently I will be doing a virtual wine tasting on May 27th. So stay tuned for that.
That's great.
That's right.
Share.
Yeah, right. Somebody else just told me they're going to set up a poker tournament. Midrise Media said we're going to set up a virtual poker tournament.
Awesome.
And somebody else came to me and said, hey, we do murder mysteries. How do you feel about that? Virtual. I said, okay. I mean, it's just,
It's definitely it's definitely a time of creativity, and
you got to get creative for sure. And I feel bad because many of the businesses are chugging along and they're not tech savvy. They know how to either cook or to, set up a boutique, but maybe they don't know how to do technology. So now is the time to try and get on that.
Have them reach out to us.
Yeah.
We'll help anybody in the community that wants help with that.
And even Matt from Midrise Media, when this first happened and I created the Smithtown Strong Facebook group for local businesses, he said to me, Chris, if you have any restaurants who need help setting up online, food delivery and takeout, he goes, have them call me. I'll help them. I'll walk them through that. So it's just been amazing. The community has just been amazing in that regard, I have to say.
Well, I want to say one thing, if you don't mind, before we go out. I had an idea. I kind of started putting the pieces together. Obviously, I couldn't have done it without Stefan, but really, I came to you to ask you a question about because I don't have a 501c3, so handling the money, I didn't want to touch it. So you're like, yeah, sure, just throw it through, put it through Smithtown Children's Foundation. But what I came to understand in our interactions is your ability to organize. You joke about having OCD, but your ability to organize and connect, and like I cannot have done it. I could not have done it without you. And I just want to share my gratitude to you and say thank you. I mean, you're getting gratitude all over the place. That we were there for the the fire truck with
Toast your hero. I got
Toast Your Hero, the Blue Point Blue fire truck. That was awesome. And I felt like really great to be a part of that. But I just want to thank you. I want to say you're doing amazing things for our community. I couldn't imagine our community without you and everybody else that helps make it possible over at Smithtown Children's Foundation. There's a reason you come up at almost every week in our show, because we're trying to talk about good news, and you're unavoidable. You're
in the middle of it all. You know what? For so long, you know how much this foundation was like dear to my heart, and always trying to find a way to help and do and just to see so much come together, and looking forward to growing the Hop Hog chapter and seeing more happen there. And Jennifer O'Brien is like amazing. And you are
too. Yeah, absolutely.
She is. But you guys make it look effortless, which it isn't. So
no, it's like right before the wedding, the bride's running in late, her dress is torn. Like, that's us behind the scenes. Oh my God, who did that? You didn't bring that? I thought you were bringing that. Quick, run back and get the cash box. It's all good. It's all good. We trade it for anything. It's a lot of fun. And, we have, like I said, takes a village. A lot of people support us. A lot of people believe in what we're doing. There's people we've helped who are like, wow, I'm on the other side of what I had to deal with. So now how can I help? And that's great, because it's all about paying it forward and being kind and loving where you live, caring about where you live.
Well, exactly. If anybody, we'll have links below. So if anybody wants to, we'll add links. If anybody wants to donate and help in any way they can, small, medium, large, whatever you're capable of. But in the meanwhile, Chris, thank you so much for joining Lenard Team Connections once again today.
Happy to do it. 8 weeks in. Corona.
I'm sure we'll have you back. But you know that we love everything that you do at the foundation, and we're seeing firsthand how much the community, how much this means to the community. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Great meeting you guys. Love you guys.
If you missed any of the links, as Danielle said, trust me, we'll have them down below. Don't worry. There was so much to be discussed, and we look forward to connecting with more people who are supporting our community. Stay healthy, and see you next time.